Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, I say Ututu Oma to my Biafran people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you listen to my voice. My fellow Biafrans, this one are live from Finland. I want us to listen to this video from our brother, live from Finland. When we tell you guys that Simon Ekpa has no case to answer, we don't set a trap for the zoo government, but I think they are being clever because they don't want to come and defend their accusations about Simon Ekpa. Their plan was to make Finland hold Simon Ekpa until the 2nd of December. Because what they did was, they call it your last playing card, in hopes that something will happen. They went to Finland, they said what they said, and now Finland is now, holding Simon Ekpa in custody just to find out what is going on. But the zoo government, they don't want to send somebody down. Our plan is for them to send somebody and bring their case against Simon Ekpa. That way, we shall now begin the exposition of the Nigerian government in the world. Not in Africa, but now in Europe, in the EU, because Finland is part of EU. But they are being clever. If you notice, the spokesman of the presidency, they have refused to speak on this topic. Instead, they allow their bloggers, their media to speak on Simon Ekpa. That's the game they are playing. The presidency has not spoken. Now them will they wait for, not their henchmen, not their media, not their bloggers, not the one they call General Momosa. No, we want the presidency to speak about Simon Ekpa. Because our fight, our quest for freedom is against the Nigerian government. So my people, if you are ready, make we hear live from Finland what is happening. See how our brother dress up in Finland. Cold day. He wear head warmer. He wear jacket. This is why we want to get our freedom in Biafra land, so that we can come back and get the real liberation. And come back home. Biafra land is calling us. If you are ready, make we hear this man, our brother, the way him break him down. Oh yeah, make us listen.
Biafra, my people. You know what is happening here now? Nigeria is running away. They're going to run away from the courts. The case they are already instituted in Finland. They will run away because they will need to come and prove their accusations. They have already submitted and requested. The Finnish government, the local authorities have done what they have to do, because anytime they get a request, they have to, like the Finnish foreign minister have told you that everything will be ironed out in court.
Yes.
If you make the request, then you submit your evidence. Then they will call Simon Ekpa to come and defend it.
Exactly.
And this is what is going to happen. And, if you can prove it, then you win. If you cannot, then Finland will have to tell you, you know what? We don't want to hear this about Simon Ekpa ever again. Ever again.
Okay.
Unless if you have new evidence, apart from what you have already submitted.
Okay.
And you have already submitted. What else are you going to come up with, apart from what you have now, all the lies you have now? So, pressurizing them everywhere you see a Finnish diplomat, flooding their social media with lies.
Yes.
They are watching all those things. Now they are reviewing all these things in their national TV. The whole Finnish people are watching it. All the atrocities happening in Nigeria now.
Listen.
You understand? So later, they will open the case in court. Then you come and prove yourself. You have to send someone first. Then the person will go through interrogation. Then the case, if they're convinced, then they will send the case to court.
Okay.
Then you will come to court and do what? Defend it. If you can't defend it, then they will drop the charges. And you know what? What is going to happen is that you will never ever in your whole damn life approach any Finnish diplomat or their government or send any rubbish to them again. They will never listen to you again.
That's true, but wait. Also, we will not have the chance to sue them because that's our plan. Okay, the blueprint has been set down. Koneman die, Koneman bury him. We don't set the trap. That is why the federal government of that so-called Nigeria, their presidency, Mike Onanuga, I believe that's his name, they've not spoken about the case of Simon Ekpa. You want the Nigerian lovers. This is your biggest chance to come and rope in our brother Simon Ekpa. You that hate Simon Ekpa, even the DOS, come to Finland and speak on behalf of Nigeria because we know now you are in partnership with Nigeria. Make una come now, come attack Simon Ekpa. Come with your evidence for court. That's what we are waiting for. But they are being clever. What they are just doing is called a media trial of Simon Ekpa. Media trial to tarnish his image and reputation. That's why they said he's a content creator. They won't tarnish in reputation. But continue, my brother. Continue.
That is what they want to iron out because they're tired of all this rubbish going up and down, even telling Britain to intervene and all that because you don't want Biafra to go. Now, this is how you expose yourself. This Biafra issue you don't ever want to address. Now you must be forced to address it. Or else Biafra is gone.
Yes, now you are speaking my language. Now then we they wait them say they must discuss some. You see because Simon Ekpa told them we are dealing with this case on 4 different angles. 4 different cardinal points. Diplomatically, arm-wise and everything. Legally as well. So now this one, we don't catch them for CK1. They must come out. He that seeks equity must do so with good conscience. So your hands must be clean. Come and discuss. You call him a criminal. Finland don't follow due process to invite Simon Ekpa to ask him some questions. They say, okay, for the time being, you have been accused that you are using your social media to cause terrorism. So for the time being, while this is still pending, while we are still investigating, we don't want you to use your social media until it is done. Those are the rules they set. But now they are waiting for the Zoo government to come with their own proof. They don't want to. You see, that is the problem now. Because you cannot hold somebody more than 48 hours. Anywhere in the world. If you are going beyond 48 hours, then that case will go straight to trial. So the reason why you guys are not seeing Simon Ekpa now online is the accusation from Nigeria be say through his online activities, he is causing terrorism. I don't want to say all this is out, but just because the naysayers keep on pretending, they are stubborn, they are shallow, the way they reason. So I will explain this in one more time, and that's it. The accusation is that Simon Ekpa is using his what? Social media to cause problem. To terrorize Nigeria. A whole federal government of Nigeria. One man, through his online account, is causing terrorism in Nigeria. So now, they have to come and prove it. But before they prove it, the court in Finland can say, okay, Simon Ekpa, there is an accusation against you. For the time being, you will not be allowed to use your social media. That's how it's done. Until the case is done. Pending trial or whatever, you are not allowed. When you accuse somebody of doing something, if a woman accuse a boy of doing something, they will tell that guy, okay, while this case is still on, you are not allowed to visit this girl. You are not allowed to communicate with this woman. You are not allowed to even come, even if it's 100 meters radius around that woman. That's how it's done in the Western world. So that you guys are not saying Simon Ekpa on social media. Because the so-called accusation by Nigeria is that he uses his social media to cause terrorism and all that stuff. So I'm saying that because you guys should not think, oh, he's under arrest, he's arrested, or he's imprisoned, as they say. Arise TV, Showore of all people. You say Simon Ekpa is imprisoned. Showore. Now I know the real enemies of Biafra. I know the real enemies. Somebody like Mayegu, you say Simon Ekpa kills his people. My PM, please, to the Prime Minister and the government, we must use Mayegu as example for the fact he went to a platform, his platform, and he called out the real name of Simon Ekpa, and he said Simon Ekpa is a murderer of his people. In most cases, when he's speaking, he speaks with the nickname of the politicians in Nigeria, so that way they cannot sue him. He calls Tinubu Tifnubu. He called Buhari Bukohari. So that way they cannot sue him because he's not using their real names. He knows what he's doing. When he uses a nickname, you can go to court and say, with all due respect, I didn't call the man's name. But in the case of Simon Ekpa, he used the real name, the government name of Simon Ekpa. And he said, Simon Ekpa is the murderer of his people. Simon Ekpa is killing his people. How can you say you want Biafra, but you are killing your own people? Not only that, he became petty. He said while Simon Ekpa was in court, he used paper to hide his face because he's ashamed, he's a coward, to show the whole world his face. So he used a paper to cover the camera from seeing his face. That's how low Mayego went. So please, the Biafra government, I'm saying this. Go and watch the video the way that boy insulted our Prime Minister. He is based in Scotland, where they follow the rule of law. I will say we also sue that boy for slander. We must sue him for slander against Prime Minister. Because for too long, he's been doing this. I say Mayego must be sued. Biafrans in London, listen to my hair. Those in England or Britain, listen to me. That boy must be sued for lying against Simon Ekpa. It is clear that Mayego is working for Nigeria. Forget that he's doing. And you Igbos out there watching him, the Biafrans, listen to Mayego and look at what he said about your Prime Minister. Go and listen to the video. We must sue him. Biafrans in Britain, we must sue Mayego for what he said. He was being slanderous and libelous for what he said. We must sue him. But let's continue.
That's the way it is. I just want to use this time to, briefly tell my people what is going to happen. It's not a bad thing. It's a very good thing. Because now, it's either do or die. Either come and prove yourself in the court, in finished court, or else forget anything about complaint again about Biafra. Because they thought maybe they just arrest Simon Ekpa and hand him over to Nigeria to go and try him. Then they will go and put him away like they did with our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And then nobody will talk about it. And they will use...
That is their plan, my brother. They were just trying to cajole Finland, to find a way to give them some, even though it's not possible, but to give them some Ekpa and lock him up. But their main plan is this. Now, to make sure Simon Ekpa is detained until after the 2nd of December. Because they know, that date is sacrosanct to our freedom. It is inevitable. That date is special. It's something that they know, Simon Ekpa has met all the criteria. Even the ones they call the low-hanging fruits. Having a national team to represent you on document now, it is said that the Biafra Republic government in exile have a football team on document. It's all about documentation. records, paper, so that when you now tender for your, for your nation, you have met all the criteria. Population, those that voted, the funding, the way we fund ourselves, the liaison offices. We have met all the criteria to have a nation. Do you know the meaning of 50 million votes? There are small countries like 2 million, all those things, Latvia, there are smaller countries. But more than 50 million has been involved in a referendum. Even if they say yay or nay, if they vote no or yes, the record shows that 50 million Biafrans partook in a referendum. Not only that, we had a football team that played during the international break of the footballing world. You guys don't understand what Simon Ekpa is doing. We don't dot all our I's and cross all our T's. So the Nigerian government knows, say, Simon Ekpa don't give us Biafra. So then they panic, say, this small boy, that's mountain in Finland. So what they are doing now is the last kick of a dying horse. They call it the last kick, the last throw of the dice. When a horse don't want die, horse when they sick, when one die, then they kick, the last kick. If you by mistake go there for the back of the horse, if they kick you, that your leg go break or the whole bone go scatter. So the last kick of a dying horse means, say, the last throw of the dice, the last prayer. A criminal, when they won't kill, then say your last prayer. That is what Nigeria has done. And Finland has to honor it because they came with allegation. So Finland, to an extent, has to, honor what they've said. But now they have to come and prove it. He that comes with equity must come with clean hand. We saw how they went to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu. That case alone don't flaw the case Nigeria is trying to build against Simon Ekpa. That is why they will not come out. They will not send anybody to Finland to so-called to back up what they've said against Simon. But we say don't hold them for CK1. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. So come to Finland and prove your case. The same case you could not prove against Chief Sunday Igboho. The same case you could not prove against Nnamdi Kanu that you have in your custody. You have in Nigeria. How will you now prove it against Simon Ekpa? Biafrans, make una rejoice. It is just due process. In Finland, in the Western world, they follow due process. You are perceived to be innocent until proven guilty. So Simon Ekpa is innocent. The only clause be say, for now, you cannot use social media. The judge would have told him, so Simon, for now, don't do that because if you do it, it will go against what I have on my desk here. So Simon Ekpa is free, he's healthy, he's fine. I will not go beyond that. But believe me when I say a shithole country like Nigeria, a third world country like Nigeria has nothing on Simon Ekpa. Let's continue, my brother. See how my brother look handsome and nice. My only anger is he's in the winter. In Europe now there is winter. See the way he dressed. The weather is not for Africans. The weather in Europe is not meant for our body. We are conditioned to live in a hot climate. We have thicker nose to get fresh air because in Africa the air is hot. A very warm climate, so you have a bigger nose. So that when the air they go in, you go feel break them down well. See our brother in winter, see the way he dressed. We need to come back to Africa. That is why we need our Biafra. We are tired of being slaves. They sent us on what? Economic exile. Nigerian government, the Fulani cabal, they have sent the Biafrans, those in abroad, they have sent us on economic exile. You're on exile means you have been banished from the land. But the one they call economic exile, it means say you have been banished from your motherland, you've been sent to Africa, you've been sent to America, you've been sent to Europe to work like a slave. When you work like a slave, you make the money and you send back home. Your politicians in Nigeria, they steal the money from government, but the money you send from Europe to Nigeria, it becomes a foreign exchange, forex. That is what they now use to run the economy. Also, the money you send means that your family, they now build their own road. They create their own pipe-borne water. Then they create everything, even the light. They buy a generator. Nigerian government does nothing for nobody. The money we send from abroad is what is keeping that country afloat. Nigerian government, they have sent us on economic exile, which is why we are saying we are done with this thing. We want to go back to our home, the land of Biafra, a place designed for us, for our phenotype, for the way we look. We Africans, we are bound to live in Africa. My brother, I love you. When Biafra comes, we shall all relocate to the land of Biafra and build Biafra. Continue, I beg. Continue.
Bintanyako, or whoever that is, we work with them to rubbish the person. The world is watching too, but they don't care because they are shameless.
Yes.
You see, but it's not working like that elsewhere, only in Nigeria. And the only country you can collaborate with in this kind of thing is a corrupt country like Kenya. That's all. Any other country will say, no, I don't want to involve myself in this mess.
Exactly.
Only Kenya. Very corrupt. Like Nigeria. You see? So, now, that Biafra issue you're running away from, you have to discuss it.
That's right.
Or else, you will have to leave Simon Ekpa, leave Nnamdi Kanu, and leave the Finland alone.
Hold on, you're so right. My only anger and disdain is that in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, those around him, the DOS, they were not proactive. Their hands were soiled. Because our leader was in Kenya, we could have, if we had known, because for 8 days, they had him there for 8 days. If we had known, we would have cried out to the whole world, say, our leader is in Kenya, they want to kidnap him, send to Nigeria. Before you know it, the international world will speak. Britain will be ashamed, because Britain gets shame, but they only do things in the private. Britain shame the Kajem well because their people go attack the government, but they can only do their evil stuff in the private. But once it comes to light, once it comes to the public, Britain then gets shame. They will tell Kenya not to send Nnamdi Kanu anymore to Nigeria, because now Britain and the DOS, they gave out the itinerary, the location of Nnamdi Kanu. You see him? So my only anger be say, in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, they got him from Kenya and took him to Nigeria through an extraordinary rendition. So it might be hard for us to release Nnamdi Kanu because Britain get hand for what happened to him. So even when Simon Ekpa is freed, they will still hold Nnamdi Kanu. I can swear to God and man, Nigeria will not release Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria, you see, they will not release Nnamdi Kanu. The Nigerian government. Our legal team, they are making a mistake. If they assume, say, there is rule of law in Nigeria, you are wasting your time. They hate us with a passion. Look at what Dr. Reuben Abati did to his so-called best friend, his anchor on Arise News, our sister Ojiokwe. Every day you hear Dr. Abati go say, coming soon is Ojinika Okpe with China around the world. Hello, Jinix. Ojinika Okpe, Ojinika Okpe. All the program, he shouts her voice, he exalts her. You will assume they are best of friends. In fact, you will begin to say, it's like something else might be happening. This is why when we say, this man, they're happy to shout this girl name. You will feel, okay, they are best of friends. you know. But look at the way he reacted to your so-called best friend on TV. The camera was rolling. See the way he reacted. So the hatred is real. They pretend. The hatred for the Igbos is real. The hatred for the Biafrans is real. The hatred for the Eastern region is real. That's why when they starve us, none of them speak out. During the starvation, Kwashoko, everything, Nigerians from the other side did not speak out. They were having fun. They didn't know that there was a war going on. They pretended not to know. Say their government, they starve us to death. Say they were killing us in millions. They didn't react. So Nnamdi Kanu's case is a bit, it's just sad that he's already in Nigeria. It's just sad. You know? Because the DOS, they sold him. And even when he told us to pray the books of Psalm, every day he was coming out doing a program as we were praying. Then suddenly they told us, oh, he won't come out though because he has gone to the mountain to pray. So it was deliberate. What they did to him was deliberate. But in the case of Simon Ekpa, he was smart. He has learned from the mistakes of Nnamdi Kanu. So Simon Ekpa remained in Finland. He remained in Finland. He was protected in Finland until Nigeria threw the last dice. They had to play their last playing card by saying, okay, Finland, we have a case against Nigeria, against Simon Ekpa. He's using his social media platform to cause terrorism in Nigeria. Now, that's a big one. Because they put the word terrorism there, Finland will have to now, investigate and react. Because they put the big word, terrorism. Terrorism. A very big one. But Nigeria will have to come now and defend what they've said. Make a claim. Come with your proof. In law, they call the writ of habeas corpus. The writ of habeas corpus. Come with the proof. And also, he that is seeking equity must do so with clean hands. So come with the proof, but your hands must be clean as well. Oh. So Simon Ekpa has no case, but I am praying to God. Make the Nigerian government make that mistake. Contender a case for Finland. We are praying, but I think that they are being clever by not speaking about it. What they are doing is just media, whatever, because now those in the media, they speak. Those in Nigerian media, now them they talk. We've not heard the presidency speak about Simon Ekpa. That's my only anger. Because now there we wait them, say, once them speak, we don't hold them now on record saying this. But they're being, smart about it. They don't want to speak. So their plan is just to delay, create a media hype about Simon Ekpa. Oh, what's your name? My name is Simon Ekpa. Are you the prime minister? No. Who are you? I am a content creator. Then they play some where Simon Ekpa was dancing. Media hype. Media propaganda. The media are the ones trying Simon Ekpa. This same media that your military in Nigeria stopped them in Okwama to go to Okwama for 7 weeks. There was a military rule for 7 weeks in Okwama. This same media now love Nigerian government. This same media are now doing the bidding of Nigerian government. This same media has put Simon Ekpa on a media trial. This same media, somebody like Mayegu, who say he hates Nigeria, who say he's exposing Nigerian government, he is now under the same bed, laying on the same bed with Nigeria, attacking Simon Ekpa, using the same script of Nigerian government, saying that Simon Ekpa is the killer of his people. Mayegu must prove it in court. To the Biafran government, Mayegu must prove what he said in court. Please. I will not fall back on this one. And if my prime minister come out, because I recorded what he said about Simon Ekpa, when my PM is allowed to come back on the platforms, I will raise this thing up. that Mayego of all people said you are a killer of his people, and I spoke out. I said the Biafra media must take that boy to court for slander. I will raise it up in the next Q&A that Simon Ekpa would do. So those Biafrans in England or Britain, because he's based in Scotland, Biafrans in Britain, you must hold Mayego to account. He must prove what he said against Simon Ekpa in Britain. He must do it. He must do it. He must prove that Simon Ekpa is a killer of his people. He said it. Mayego of all people. I know why I am pointing at Mayego. Because you, Biafrans, you love him. You love him. And of all people, Mayego said this about Simon Ekpa. I've warned him, maintain your Nigeria. You have stakeholder, you are a stakeholder in Nigeria. Maintain the affairs of Nigeria. Discuss Yoruba nation because you are a stakeholder of the Yoruba nation. But when it comes to this thing called Biafra, mind your business because you don't have any stake in Biafra. Anything you say for or against will create a confusion, will create problem in Biafra because you are not a stakeholder. And when the problem comes, you will not be hurt because you are not a stakeholder. What you've said about Simon Ekpa will cause problem in Biafra land, but your brothers are not from, that land. So at the end, it is we that will go through the turmoil, not you. You are not a stakeholder of the Biafran affairs. So keep your mouth shut. Keep your dirty, stinking mouth shut when it comes to the affairs of Biafra. My PM and the government of Biafra, I want us to listen to what that boy said, Mayego, about Simon Ekpa. And he must have his day in court. For somebody of such a highly reputable channel that we thought he was, to come out in public and say Simon Ekpa is a killer of his people. And not only that, he became very, very petty. He said Simon Ekpa was using a paper to hide his face in court. Say, see him, he's a coward. He's hiding his face so that nobody will see his face and share his pictures around the whole world. Mayego said that. Mayego said that. Mayego said that about Simon Ekpa. I've lost all respect for that boy. I've lost all respect for Mayego. Respect to Koiki Media. You have proven that you are somebody who is sensible and you are doing the right thing. Koiki, thank you very much. We appreciate you. You are indeed the last man standing. You have not changed. You have not deviated. You have been upright. From the beginning, from the first time I knew you, you have not changed. Respect to Koiki Media. Let's continue our episode now.
It's going to happen. That is what is going to happen. That's where you have the position Nigeria have put themselves. Everything is not about bribe and bribery. Finland is not going to take any bribe from you. That's why they want to go through the law court to prove to the whole world. Because you have been shouting it everywhere. Oh, Finland is supporting terrorism. This, that. They want the whole world to hear that you have lost this case and you are a liar. That's what they want to prove to the whole world, if you don't know. So if you think that by just arresting him, Simon Ekpa is a winner for you. No. He's a winner for Biafra. Unless if you are man enough to come and prove yourself in the law court. But if you are running away like you used to, by the way, who are you going to send? Is it Bianca? Who are you going to send to come and defend you?
Anybody, it's okay.
Who?
Anyone.
What evidence do you have? So now, Osetigo, come and prove yourself, or else Biafra is going. Because the kind of agitation that you will get after this, then who else are you going to rely on? Britain don't even want to involve themselves in this mess. They know it's a lie. They know it's a mess. But they just hope that any other country can do it, not them. Because they don't know, they don't want to destroy their diplomatic influences around the world. They don't want other people to be looking at them as a very corrupt country, like Kenya. You see? No other country can do that. Only stupid countries like Kenya. You see? So now just think, use your tongue to count your teeth and see that what you have done to yourself. Had I known, that's what is most of you who are reasonable now.
Yes.
Now you have dawned on you that, hey, we should have left this the way it is. Because Finland will never intervene if you didn't, bring it up yourself. Now they want to clear this mess. They want to clear it so that you will never, even their ambassador in Nigeria, you don't even have the right to talk to her.
Exactly.
Or him.
Exactly.
To write anything again.
Exactly.
About again. Because they will tell you, you know what? They will refer to you to the document. They have finished this case, and this man was not found guilty. So what are you talking about?
Exactly. That's it.
What are you talking about?
All the bullying of the Finnish ambassador in that zoo called Nigeria will end after this case, because they've been bullying them, disturbing them at G20. They were disturbing the president. Yeah, everywhere they see them, they discuss, they disturb them. The man they call Alexander Stubb. So this is the time. This is the time. Say, oh yeah, come and bring your evidence now. Come on and solve this thing before 2nd of December. Come and solve it too. If not, then we can, we cannot hold this guy any longer. Come and bring your evidence. We knew this will happen. We know say Nigeria now with the money, oil money, then things say they will use them. Despite say the money, now we get more. The oil money, now we get more. But they use them against us. That's my anger. And that's why other people, they hate us in that zoo called Nigeria. Because they are being lazy. They feel, so these guys, if we free them now, they will now be using their money, their oil money, the right way, the proper way. And Biafra land will be great. That's the anger. In a family, you are jealousing a sibling. You claim to be one, but you jealous your brother. Say, oh, this one get good job, or he has a good grade. If you finish school now, you'll get good job. That's how it feels like. We are done with Nigeria. The union is not working. Allow us to go respectfully. You say no. Okay, give us a referendum. Let us vote. You say no. You will kill us with a gun. You've been killing us all these years, nobody talk until we say enough is enough. You have pushed us to the wall and we are saying enough is enough. And now that we are saying that, you are now turning around using the media against us. Calling Simon Ekpa a terrorist. So it was saints that went to the home of Nnamdi Kanu to buy 28 men. Now angels do them now. Angels of God came down from heaven. They went to the home of Nnamdi. That is the beginning of the story. Forget these things we're talking about. They know. Make them come. That's our prayer. We don't hold them for secure one. We don't hold Nigeria for blockers. We have grabbed Nigeria by the balls, by the blockers. Make them come talk this thing quick. They refuse. All they wanted was the order to stop Simon Ekpa from, doing any activity on social media pending the end of the case. Nigeria in this game. These their delay tactics every time. Delay tactics every time. Pending. Oh, we are saying, please give us 1 more week, 2 more weeks, 3. That's what they're doing. A shithole country, a criminal country. a fraudulent country, that from the name to even their passports, everything is fraudulent. A cost people. Oh, God have mercy. Please, my brother, wrap it up, please.
You know that you are serious in what you are talking. Why didn't you come to the court and prove yourself? Then they will tell you, you know what? If you don't want any diplomatic ties with them, they will just cut it off because they don't need you. They don't. They will even support Biafra to emerge so that they can work with Biafra. Yes.
Don't tell them all now. No, don't tell them all the plan. Don't tell them all the plan.
You know it. They can support, if this case, when this case finishes, they can support Biafra fully, openly, with their full chest, knowing that now they have defeated you.
Don't tell them all the plans now, brother.
You don't know what you have done. You don't know.
Not to them everything. Not to them
all
everything.
These people you are sending, Twitter. Tweet to the president. Tweet to the report him to the local authorities.
Bullying, harassment, bullying.
Arrest him and deport him to us. You know, they can extradite him to us so that he can come and face justice. So face who? Lawless country. In a lawless country, yes. He didn't commit anything in Nigeria. Even if, have you seen him in Nigeria since? So he's in Finland. He is in Finland. They will check everything he's been doing. He's online. They won't even go far. They will just check it. Then you will come and prove to them that, yes, he's a terrorist.
Hold on there, God bless you. I really appreciate you. But please don't let the cat out of the bag yet. You know, I suspect, you know, there are some few things you know as well, and you are trying to let it out. No, not that everything will happen. My people, it's morning. My voice is still, still quacks to an extent. But yeah, so far so good. I just wanted to bring you guys fresh in the morning. Fresh in the morning, make you not hear what's going to happen. The way it is, the situation in Finland as we speak right now. We they pray, make Nigeria come, make them bring their information. As easy as that. My people, we shall leave it here. For those that have ears, let them hear. For those that have ears, let them hear. From me, from here, for now, I just want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you. Bye-bye.
In the land where sunshine screams, tales of dreams and bursting seams. In the night where stars might gleam, Biafra's light flows like a stream. Colors bright and skies so wide, dance the beats we can't deny. With the voices ever high, Biafra's heart makes us fly. Welcome to Biafra, hey. We sing our song, come what may. Feel the rhythm night and day. In Biafra we always sway. Cities vibrant, streets alive, thriving souls that love to jive. Hand in hand, watch dreams arrive. In Biafra we will thrive. Join the party, eyes afar, finding joy in who we are. Every street a shine.